I told him to sign Tom Brady, but I don't think I was really forceful enough about it. I could have been.
You want to talk about that real quick? You want to address that?
Yeah. This could all have been avoided. We're all saying, hey, well, at the end of the year, the Niners got to move on from Jimmy Garoppolo and get a guy. Well,
right. And I've been mentioning Matthew Stafford and Matt Ryan, who are kind of Band-Aids on a problem because they're still 32 and 36 years old. So you're only going to have them for so long. And Matthew Stafford has had injuries in his past, and he does have a back problem. So who knows how long you keep getting Matthew Stafford. And I don't think Matt Ryan will go till 45 like Tom Brady. I think he's going to he's starting to slow down a little bit already. So in that case, I know it would have been a gutsy decision. It would have been a real tough decision to move off of a guy by hook or crook, whatever you think of him. You went to the Super Bowl with this guy as your quarterback. To move off of him like that would be cold-blooded. It would be a hard decision. But I think Tom Brady at that time, yeah, he's 43 years old, but you were still year to year on Jimmy, right? You weren't long-term set on Jimmy being quarterback from 28 to 40, right? This year was supposed to be another year of evaluation. You could have had the same evaluation with a guy who has a bigger arm than Jimmy, a better arm than Jimmy, is more accurate, and is smarter than Jimmy, and just a better quarterback than Jimmy even last year. You could have had that same year-to-year evaluation. You wouldn't have had to give up the picks to get a guy like Stafford or Ryan that you're going to have to do now. And you could have probably kept him for year 44. And then for year 45, even if he washes out and totally sucks, you could have picked a quarterback early in the draft. And
which is what you have to do anyway now.
Yeah.
Blake, you may not realize, and I don't know if you follow the Niners closely during the offseason, but Tom Brady, his first choice was the Niners. He basically was like, hey, guys, I'm from here. It would really – I like what you got going on. It would mean a lot. And the Niners were like, ooh, yeah.
Well, I feel like with that too, like maybe it's a little revisionist, but do you remember him in the playoffs and just all of last year? Like he was pretty unspectacular. I know they did not have weapons and they had Marshall Newhouse as a tackle. And I mean, he was on the Packers and that dude is like just
so bad.
I don't know how he's still in the league. Like when we caught him, I was like, this might be the worst offensive tackle I've seen. And then I heard he was starting to
use that guy.
He was starting on the Patriots. I'm like, geez, Tom's gonna get killed. But no, I like in the playoffs against the Titans, when you watched him play, were you like, if someone asked you at that time, do you think you would have been like, oh yeah, I really want this guy as my quarterback?
Yes, I said it all offseason. To me, it was like, dude, he's got Julian Edelman, and that's it. His run game stinks. He lost Trent Brown, lost a couple more offensive linemen, and he had 34-year-old Julian Edelman. I mean, I think it was pretty clear that you put him with Mike Evans and Rob Gronkowski and Antonio Brown, things would be different.
The weapons were there, but yeah.
Go ahead. And then I'll make my
weapons definitely weren't there, but like also when you're watching Jimmy, were you thinking like, wow, Tom Brady would do just like so much better than this guy, especially because like they were winning games. Like they were winning games.
Oh, okay. I felt that way in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I thought, because I think I'm right in the middle of you guys. We're both kind of talking about different points of it. Is that I think he would have made he would have thrown maybe if Jimmy threw 13 picks, he'd have thrown 8. And I think he would have made a few more big time throws than Jimmy just because he has a better arm than Jimmy. And I think I would have taken that. I mean, again, it's real hard to look back on how it felt in March of last year because I was still recovering from the agony I suffered February 4th or February 2nd or whatever the day of. Well, yeah. We will not mention it, but yeah. I was still recovering from the agony. I don't know if I had turned on Jimmy at that point. I was definitely real disappointed with how he played in the Super Bowl. It would have been an impossible decision. It would have been a gutsy one, but it would have been the right decision ultimately. I guess we can say with 2020 hindsight now.